Hello and welcome back to our video series on SMF. In this video, we're going to be talking about news and newsletters located right here. And this, I feel, is a function of the SMF software that is grossly overlooked by a lot of marketers. You can really use the newsletter function, if nothing else, as a means to announce to all of the members of your forum, even those that have opted out of your announcements, that you can send them newsletters of upcoming product releases of yours, or changes in the rules, or additions to the forum. A whole lot of information that you're wanting to get out there, you can do so through the newsletters. And as far as the news, well, right here you go. You don't even have to have registered members to be able to view the news. Anybody that opens up your forum's front page will be able to view the news. And on this news, you can even have hyperlinks, HTML code, and BBC codes in there. So let's go ahead and check this out real quick, so that you are not one of those folks that overlook this opportunity. Now, you've got three options here you can work with. And again, under the main right here, on the left column, in the 1.1.7 and 1.8 versions, and in the 2.0 versions, also under the main column right here, provided you're logged in as the administrator. Right here under main, you come down here to news and newsletters. Now with the 2.0, as you might have guessed, there are some major similarities but a couple of additions. In other words, if you come on down here to the newsletters, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll get back to the 2.0 here in just a second. But the news is the same pretty much on both of them. You can offer BBC tags as well as the HTML code, such as the hyperlinks and whatnot, in the news function. And here is the same place right here. And on the 1.7 that we have here, we can, well, here, let me just show you what it looks like whenever we add a little bit of HTML coding in here. Nothing too fancy, just a hyperlink that you can actually have go to sales page, your blog, anything. Again, your imagination is your own limitation here. Now then, all you have to do is you can either just do what I just did, highlight the existing and overwrite it with the new, and then just click on save. Or if you want to keep tabs of all of the news articles you've had in the past, just click here to add another item, and you'll have another box pop in here, and so on and so on and so on and so on. So let's go ahead and click on save. And as you can see here, right here, I've bolded all this out and added the hyperlink here. And if you look down here at the status bar at the bottom, you can see when I hover over it, it goes to the link. Of course, I'm using Google, but you get the idea. You can have this set up for anything. And if you're not familiar with HTML, all you have to do is do a search in your favorite search engine, mine is Google, for HTML tag for the novice, or HTML reference, or W3C .org. I mean, that's a great place for all kinds of learning. We've discussed this in prior videos, but it's definitely good to know a little bit about the source code of websites. And in using HTML code here, it definitely opens up a few more opportunities for you. So check into that too. Anyway, newsletters. Come on down here to the newsletters. There are a couple of differences in the newsletter functions and options here versus the 2.0. So we click on the newsletters here. Of course, with the 2.0, you have just a couple more options available to you, located under the advanced. Otherwise, it is offering who you want to receive the newsletters. And under the advanced, you can be even more selective by adding email addresses. They don't even have to be members of your forum. And you can exclude groups as well. And you want to override notification settings, and then of course you click on next. In either case, whether it's 2.0 or the 1.1.7, oh, and here is where you can override those that have chosen not to receive announcements. You check this box and they're going to get this anyway. And again, here you can choose who you want to receive or not to receive. And if you want to send it as a personal message, again, check the box, click on next. And in both cases, this version as well as the 2.0, this brings you to the part where you can actually create your newsletter. And basic HTML information, you can add these smileys, which, as we've discussed in prior videos, you can even have these customized, and loads of formatting options you can work with. The subject Of course, at this point there is none, but I would definitely put in a subject and be creative, either a date or something relating to the actual content of your newsletter. And you can have it go to whomever. You can go here. Of course, we don't have any members, so that'd be kind of tough at this stage, but you can have it sent to specific members. And if we check out the 2.0 version, click on Next. It's not exactly set up the same way, but you get the idea. Right here is where you're going to put your message, and you can add the HTML coding in here. Of course, you can send HTML format if you'd like. Send this to these groups using personal messages. If you want to, you can add the HTML coding in here, and this one being a little more advanced, you're going to be needing to know a little bit more about the HTML codes to put those in. And then under the settings, under both the 2.0 and the 1.7, as well as the 1.8, they're pretty much the same. The main thing here is the allowing of the permissions. Do you want to allow anybody else to edit the news or to send out the news? You have the options here, and by default only the administrator is allowed to do this. And of course, any change you make, you know it by now, click on save for those changes to take place. And here I would definitely leave this box checked. This allows people that aren't even members to subscribe to your RSS feed and receive your newsletter postings whenever you send them out. But that's basically it as far as introducing you to the power of the news option and the newsletter options in both the 2.0 version and the current stable versions. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoy using these features, because again, these are very powerful features at your disposal. By all means, use them as much as you possibly can. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.